Remember in Invincible Season 1 when Omni-Man's cover was blown and Cecil sent in a few Reanimen to slow him down? They were actually working Nolan pretty good. They landed some pretty good juicers and slowed him down for a good little while. He does eventually dismantle them pretty easily, but the fact that just 3 of them were able to do anything to Omni-Man is pretty crazy. But we see them again in Season 3, and Mark makes light work of them.
Down and we can talk this over.
They really didn't do jack shit up until Cecil took Mark down with that earpiece device. We see them again when Mark crash lands into the Guardians' headquarters. The Guardians, who aren't even close to the level of Omni-Man, were taking out the Reanimen pretty soundly. A couple people ate a couple juicers, but other than that, not much was done. And then again, once the sound device stops and Mark is good to go, he destroys them all like it's nothing yet again. But how is that? How have the Reanimen gotten so much weaker since they fought Omni-Man? I've heard a few different reasons. One, Omni-Man was surprised by them, so they got the jump on him. I disagree because he threw off the initial 2 and saw the third one coming and just didn't react. Plus, he's a warrior who has fought much more powerful enemies and has probably seen some shit, so I find it hard to believe that these robots caught him by surprise. And once the initial surprise factor was gone, Omni-Man was still kinda getting worked. One of them even had my boy in a chokehold. And when he did punch them, they just kinda went flying. They didn't get destroyed like when Mark hits them. I don't believe Mark is as strong as Omni-Man. He's getting up there, but Omni-Man is probably in the top 5 strongest Viltrumites, so I don't really think Mark is there yet. One argument I see is that maybe the ones that fought Mark aren't as strong as the ones that fought Omni-Man, but again, I disagree. Cecil keeps his stuff pretty tight. I highly doubt he's half-assing these robots, especially when he knows a Viltrumite invasion is possible any day. Another thing you could argue is maybe they looked weaker because they were only trying to restrain Mark and they were trying to kill Omni-Man, so they fought differently. But I don't know if you noticed this, but they were curb stomping the out of Mark, so I disagree with that as well. I personally think maybe Mark was able to wipe them out so much easier because of his adrenaline. Omni-Man and other Viltrumites don't have adrenaline, so maybe this gave Mark the edge. We've seen this before, like when the Flaxen had Eve at gunpoint, and when Mark was getting toasted while trying to bring down Machine Head. So maybe his adrenaline gave him the edge. Mark also would probably know how to take the Reanimen out. Omni-Man didn't know what they were or their weaknesses. I mean, I still think he shoulda, coulda, woulda easily destroyed them either way, but whatever. I assume Mark knows where to hit them to take them out a little easier. The last possible explanation I have for this is just good old, inconsistent, and just blatantly bad writing. I've talked about this in a video before, but I do think the writing in Invincible's fight scenes are a little iffy sometimes. Like in Season 3 when the Reanimen came through and saved the day when Doc Seismic captured literally all of the superheroes.
Every superhero in America has been abducted.
Are you serious?
So, yeah. If you guys enjoyed this video, then
hit the subscribe, like, and share button.
Maybe there's another factor that I'm not taking into consideration, so if you have a possible explanation, then be sure to let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know what videos you guys want to see next, but that's all I have for you guys today, so I'll see you in the next one.